Hello everybody and welcome back to another FTB Infinity Skyblock. Oh man, are we into the bees or what? I tell you, so many awesome little things that we need to get done this episode. I hope you guys are ready because, well, there's a lot to do. Obviously, I've just been quickly, coming over here, continually mutating these guys. The silicon bees really don't seem to produce enough for me. And we got some beefy princesses, we got some spidery queens. These guys produce out, you can see it here, spider eyes and string. Pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. Yeah, so just a couple different things. There's a few other that I've gotten as well, just through the Mutatron. Sinister, for example. Chaotic, Aqua. So there's a couple here that we've definitely gotten just more for fun and getting them, for later on down the road. Now, in case you guys didn't notice over here, my Mutatron is gone. Why is it gone? Good question. Good question, right? Well, the Mutatron is gone. Why is my power gone? Oh. Ew. Alright. The power is empty. This isn't good. This isn't good. I was not anticipating this. We also have the Dreaming Princess up here, which gives us water and soul combs. Do these things continually drain power? I don't think so. Is it just because of the lasers? I might have to hold off. 30 points. We'll hold off 30 ticks and see what happens there, because that seems a little peculiar. I do have machines and stuff running, but nothing too crazy. But anyways, let's get ourselves the Mutatron that we do want, and that is the Advanced Mutatron. So the Advanced Mutatron is basically an upgrade to the standard Mutatron. There we go. There's the standard one. What is the other thing called again that's not getting put in here? The Genetics Processor. Okay, Processor. 2 of them. Good. So this will give us the Advanced Mutatron. And this guy is, just as far as I'm aware, better than the standard. Because this is how you start selecting different things to put into your bees that you breed up or whatever. So apparently that's the way it works. As far as I can tell. Do we have some of the genetics? Did we lose our genetics in that? What? Really? Okay, well, we'll craft up more. It's not a huge deal. They're not super expensive or anything like that, but still, that's a little bit annoying. Anyways, we can now start breeding up more bees and stuff again. That'll drain our power. That's for sure. Is power really that big of a concern at the moment? I mean, we do have this guy running and this guy running. We can take those off. Oh god, slowness from the Dream Bee. I'm a little curious as to what's going on there. But anyways, we got a couple other things to do before we even worry about that. You can see here that we have a Tesseract Frame in here good to go. Now, I want to automate the production of Tesseracts. So we can already make the Tesseract Frame, which is great. But now we need to then fill up the frame. And we also need to then make the Tesseract itself once we have the frame full. So the first things that we're going to need is we're going to need a Magma Crucible, which shouldn't be that difficult for us to make at this point in time. Or incredibly difficult. Or incredibly difficult. It could be one of the two. Alright, I need to get some en-devour gears because I don't have any of those. And I'm sure there's a couple other things that we need to get. Let's at least get this started up. So we need a Magma Crucible and a fluid, fluid transposer for this part as well. But not a huge deal there. Iron en-devour. Okay, en-devour. Yes, 2. Thank you. Alright, so we got those, and the other thing I think was nether brick. How do we make nether brick again? We could do it with nether brick like that, or I think you can do it in the induction smelter with netherrack. And that gives you 2 for every 1. Okay, we need to make that a recipe too. Netherrack. We do not have another rack. Okay, redstone. I'm going to get this guy done and ready to go, and then we can move on from there. Alright, so there's our Magma Crucible. Very good. And we also needed the fluid guy. This guy right here. Can we make all that? Copper gears. Ooh, I'm not sure if I had these over here or not. No, we have bronze and a couple others. I should actually just take these out and put them in my AE system, because there's no point in us leaving stuff elsewhere if we don't have to. So we'll put those in there. We'll get a little bit of copper. Again, shift right click to pull out the exact amount that we need. We need to automate up these gears for sure to get this stuff done. But all in due time. How are we doing for power? Okay, we're gaining again. It was just because of the lasers, which is still quite worrying that we're, you know, draining that much power once we have the lasers up and we actually don't have enough power. So that is definitely worrisome of myself, which means we need to up our power game, especially on the RF side a little bit more. But we'll handle that for sure. So this guy is going to come down here, and we're going to do the same setup as right over here. So the Magma Crucible is going to go on the outside. The Fluid Transposer is going to go on the inside, just like so. This guy is going to be an input from the top and an output to the side. Good. This guy is going to be an input from the side and the other side, and an output to the top, just like so. Okay, so this is going to be the Tesseract Recipe. Over here, we're going to need an export bus. Craft me up one of those, please. Thank you. Go. Awesome. So this is going to continually export ender pearls. So let's get an ender pearl and put that in there. We should be fine for a little bit on ender pearls anyways, for now. But it might become a problem later on, but not once we automate up our system. So that'll be full of ender all the time, just like this one's full of redstone, destabilized redstone. So the next step is basically saying, okay, processing pattern, one of these, okay, or two, one of these, that was a bit of lag there, I think, equals the full frame itself. And we'll get that guy done up. It's taking its sweet time. Some upgrades might be useful, but it's not too big of a deal. We can kind of set up the recipe and forget it overall. Once that's done and we have the full frame, we will finish up this crafting recipe and finish up the Tesseract. Alright, there's our full frame. So we can say that one of those equals one of those, and that can go in our next Magma Crucible. I want to make sure I put it in the right one, or Fluid Transposer, sorry. Okay, that's not the correct pattern. There we go. You can't put the item in there. Alright, good. So now we should be able to actually request Tesseracts being full. We can. Excellent. So the next step is literally just to craft up the Tesseract itself, which is just some bronze and silver with that full guy. And I'm just going to make one because, well, that was the whole purpose of this entire thing. Setting up the Tesseracts to fully work and getting one. Awesome. Now, our advanced Mutatron's pretty much full, so we can head on over here, and I want to start breeding these two guys. Infinity Queen, indeed. So this lets you select the mutation, whereas the Mutatron before did not let me select the mutation that we were going with, which kind of posed a bit of a problem, and I got a couple bees that I wasn't intending on getting. So that's a thing. Now, you know what? We need to really beautify this bee setup over here. This has just been a conglomerated mess for so long, and I probably should have done it right or a little bit more properly in the first place. So we're gonna get to that in one quick second. What did we need the Tesseract for first? We needed the Tesseract for over here, and we need to privatize it, don't we? I almost forgot, didn't I? Signalum lock. Signalum lock. Signalum. This guy. Signalum security blah blah blah. Okay, good. We'll craft up a few more of those. There's our lock. And we combine that with the Tesseract to make it private. Is that correct? No? I thought that's what you did. Is that not what you do? Oh god. Did I forget again? Oh, you need the Signalum nuggets as well. Okay. Signalum. So we got the Tesseract, we got the lock, and 3 more Signalum nuggets. That's going to give it to us privately. That's good. And we can then put it on our ME system over here and hook it up accordingly. So, where's my power thing? Owner Kryllyk. Yeah. There it is. Kryllyk power. Go. Alright, so we are going to be in receive mode only. Good. And we have our ME controller set up. I have an ME drive over here. And we have the access point up here. Pretty sweet. But we need the terminal. And the terminal is an ME terminal with an Arcane work table and a calculation processor. And 10 of each V. That's going to give us our Arcane crafting terminal. So this guy we can literally place down like so. Oh, it looks great. Doesn't that look amazing? And there you go. We have our Arcane terminal. Now, the next step here is we definitely would like to get some drives. And we need the Essentia Drives. These guys right here. Essentia Storage. There we go. And for this, we're going to need some warded glass, some thaumium, as well as ethereal essence. Really? Really? Oh, those are a pain. Those are a pain. Okay. That's not that bad. We can do that, but the ethereal essence is a big time pain to get. So, we might need something else. Let me get some of that together, and let's start working on our bee organization, because I don't think we're quite ready to get our Thaumcraft drive up and running. Alright, so we're back here, and one of the bees that I was trying to get for quite some time, well, now we can select it, right? Instead of common, we can get the leporine. Now, a quick reminder, the leporine bee, the queen here, does produce silky combs and eggs, and it's got no ill effects, which is wonderful. There's actually a limited time that you can actually make this guy. You can only make it between March 29th and April 15th. So if you're in the bees, you got a little bit of time left over. So we're going to select the leporine, and we're going to get this guy crafting up. Now, the cool thing about this is silky combs come from give you silky propolis. Now, silky combs usually only come from bees that usually give you, like jungle bees, and they usually give you poison and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, all of these don't sound all that great. The transmuting is not bad either. Unusual and mutable, that is a good bee as well. Wispy is also good, but it does require thaumic flowers. But the tropical, for example, does poison you. And that's one of the easiest ways to get it early on. But at a 30% drop rate, and we also get eggs out of it, that sounds like a win-win to me, if you know what I mean. So we did get that bee done. Now, over in our bee area, let's just sleep, because nobody else... Oh, I guess Mr. Drew came on. I didn't see him there. All right. But we need to sleep and keep our bees producing overall. So we'll get that done like so. And as you can see, I've cleaned up a lot of the mess. And we got some cow spawns. All right. I will see your cow spawns. And I will take your cow spawns. Thank you. Thank you, game. Thanks. Where did... Oh. We have the beefy drone queen going, and that is spawning us cows. Lots and lots of cows. Okay. That is interesting. I did not know that that was an effect of those bees. Those bees are awesome. I love them. I love those bees. Okay. Alright, that is an interesting thing. But as you can see, we've cleaned up all of our bee area here quite a bit. And I've moved them all to the side, and we've just started stacking them up more so than anything. We still need to automate the refilling of these bees. But as you can see, I have like the Imperial and the Industrial, and then the Infinity bees over here. Kind of the big bees is what I'm thinking. We are going to get overrun by cows. We are going to be overrun by cows. And then over here we have the ferrous, the beefy, we have silicon, we have the spidery ones as well, which are awesome. Let me just tell you that. And yeah, so we're doing pretty good. So I'd like to get this leporine in somewhere here. I think I need a few more apiaries. We're very close to getting an alveary as well. But let's see, what does Gendustry allow us here? What is the industrial apiary? Should we make one and see? I think we should. Okay, let's make an industrial apiary. Like so. And see what we get from this. So we got that. I think we have everything, don't we? Oh, the bee receptacle. The bee receptacle. This guy. One of these. Good. So now we should have everything for it. There. And there. Okay, industrial apiary. Now that is, I've talked with a couple people on there, and that is what gives the achievement now. There will be an update to the way this thing works, but this guy, it says to craft a Gendustry power module. That isn't the case. You do need to craft the industrial apiary. Hype. So we have a queen bee trophy. Oh, this thing looks awesome. Okay, now we're talking. This thing looks awesome. Oh, that looks so great. That is an amazing little trophy, if I do say so myself. Alright, so let's get a hardened energy flux duct. And we'll just place this guy down here. Now, I'm not sure what all this needs. No queen. Okay, temperature normal, humidity normal. Good. Always on. I guess we don't need to have it always on. Disable on redstone. Disabled. Always on. Okay, we'll leave it always on. Now, if we put this guy in here, what are these? I don't know what those are. So this guy should start to work, right? Queen, required energy 20 RF per tick. Is that correct? Are we doing things? Why does it look like we're not doing anything here? Gendustry. Gendustry. I do not know you completely yet. We need to figure out some stuff. Okay, so there's different upgrades that you can do. That's good to know. So you can upgrade things. So you can do desert. You can change your biomes and everything. That is good to know. Plains emulation. Okay. Light upgrade. Alright, so that'll just work all the time. Flower upgrade. Winter. Dryer. Automation. Okay, there's a lot of things here. Hell upgrade. Territory upgrade. Oh, this is pretty sweet. Okay. Alright. We are doing things. Lifespan. Cooler. Okay. There's a lot of good things here. Let me go through all of this stuff and see what we can come up with. Alright, so we've got this guy going, but it's becoming nighttime. It's not daytime, all that kind of stuff. I've put in 8 production upgrades, which is the most that you can put in. So that's going to each give a plus 20%. Sounds pretty sweet to me. So what we need to do is let's try getting the light module as well from Gendustry. Hopefully this will help too. I'm not sure. Maybe. Now, each one of these is a different recipe. Like the production one required some royal jelly, so you definitely need to get that in beforehand. Now, I'm just kind of seeing what happens here. So yeah, that light upgrade is going to keep this thing producing. And as you can see, we've already gotten a silky comb and an egg from this, probably because of the production upgrades. And if you hover in the top right, we're using about 90 RF per tick. Decent amount of power for all that production. Now, we could probably throw in, you know, our industrious and whatnot to try to get more of the pollen and everything so that we can boost up and get some alvearies right away as well. But yeah, there's lots of interesting things that I'm seeing here. You can obviously automate it, which is quite nice. It would actually be a good idea. We might need to make another Tesseract and get this over there as well. The other thing that's good as well is some of these plains emulations and stuff like that. Now, I wish I could put them in here, but I don't know if I can, because the reason I say this is, with a common bee, I don't know if we have any, do we? A common bee? Common princess or something like that? No, I don't think so. But certain ones, so this beefy one kind of has me thinking that if we get the common set up as well, we could potentially see benefit from it. Let's see. I don't think we can make any hives anymore. No. I didn't put any in there. I could have sworn I had another common bee. Maybe not. Maybe I goofed. Not a big deal. So we definitely want to get that. We'll need more mutagen for sure. And yeah, I'm going to keep looking. We got that queen bee trophy though. That's pretty cool. I am for sure the first one on the server to do that. So there you go. Let's see. No. None of these are what we are looking for. Okay. But we are starting to get overrun by beef. Alright, so one quick cycle through the leporine, and as you can see, we've gotten 23 silky combs. Now, if you remember correctly, this guy was only supposed to produce maybe 30% in a lifespan. So to get that many and all those eggs, holy crikey. Next, we want to combine these two together. For sure. Now, the good question is, so this is a queen, so we need to whittle this guy down quickly. And what we're going to install is lifespan upgrades. These guys should kill off this queen almost immediately and give us the stuff that we require. So this should be pretty darn quick. Is it not? 33%? It should be fast. No? Why are you not fast? Go, fast, kill. What's going on here? We got the queen. Should be dead. Hurry up and die. Maybe it just takes a bit. There we go, 25%. Yeah, so this thing's dying off a lot faster. About 100 and some % faster. Sometimes this thing seems to be a little glitchy with the progress bar here. I'm not sure if that's a Gendustry related bug or something like that. But I want to see if we can get the other animal things, because this is overpowered. Let me just tell you. I can kill all of these cows. Let me just kill them. Nice and quickly. Kill all the cows, and no word of a lie, within seconds more will probably spawn as long as these beefies are in there. So as soon as I put these back in, we should start to see cows almost immediately spawning again. There we go, more cows. Boom, kill them. More cows, kill them. Now obviously it's capping at a certain amount, but this is absolutely ridiculous, and this gives me an amazing idea. There's a compressed cow. How about lots of cows? That sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Alright, all the cows. Anyways, so we are overrun with cows and beef and you name it. This is craziness. Let alone the fact, could you imagine if we had it in like a production upgrade? Holy crikey. Alright, so this guy, 75% done. Awesome. Okay, so that lifespan did work out pretty well. It sped it up quite a bit. The most you can have is 4. A maximum amount of 4. There are other better things to kill them off quickly, but that's a different story. So if we put this in here, aha, it does give us the options. Nice. So we already have the beefy queen. The poultry queen does exactly what you figure. Eggs, feathers, you know, chicken meat. And the porcine is, of course, pigs, right? So the pig one is the one that we are looking for at this point in time. Now the reason being is I don't want carrots. I don't even want the pig one. The biggest reason why we want it is because that'll give us the sheepish queen. The sheepish queen is the one that I definitely want, because this is going to give us wool and wheat. That's kind of cool, right? I think so. The other thing that we can use this for is the naysayer. I'm not sure what that guy gives us. Oh man, there's so many different things. Leather and apples. Do not need either of those. But, so we are going to work towards getting ourselves the sheepish queen here. So we'll put the lifespan upgrades in there again, because we are just going to kill this thing off right quick. right quickly. We'll kill it off. Hopefully we don't get too many pigs. Actually, I do want one pig. I do kind of want one pig. I don't know if it'll spawn, though, without grass or something like that. So, anyways, all of this silky combs as well, we're going to throw that in here. Start to get some of this silky propolis. Silky propolis we put in the centrifuge again for a chance of getting silk wisp. Silk wisp can be used for some of these upgrades, which is very useful. The other thing that it can be used for is... Why? Did they change this? Apiarist? The woven silk. Yeah, I didn't see that in their thing. So you need 9 of these to make woven silk, which then gives you the apiarist shirt and armor and all that kind of stuff. Now what that's going to do for us is we can actually upgrade our current armor. You can see it on here. Where is it? Apiarist hat plus 10 levels. That is going to make all of the effects that the bees give, that's going to make us immune to them. So it's not going to affect us at all, which is very, very nice. So we can start throwing that back through the system like so and start getting hopefully some silk wisp, which we are. Now you're going to need a lot of this stuff, a lot of it, because you need 9 times, what is it, 24 for a standard armor. So you need quite a bit of silk wisp, to say the least. More than we definitely have. This guy's almost done, so what do we need for the sheepish? Another skulking drone. Okay, we have those. So many cows. So many cows. I'm thinking of a way to power dentistry using culinary generators. I know I said I didn't really want to use them, but using culinary generators and all that jazz. I think that could be pretty darn cool. Okay, sheepish queen, good. So we have the other queen that we wanted. Let's put back in our production and let's get our leoprine up and breeding again. Because, well, we might as well. Okay, there's our sheepish queen. Very nice. And I would like to make another apiary just for this guy and get that set up as well. We are going bee crazy this episode. I apologize if you're not a fan, but oh well. Alright, is this going to spawn us sheep? I have a feeling it will. Just an assumption that we are about to get sheep out of this, as well as cows. Which, if that's true and the case, it might be absolutely ridiculous. Just saying. So there's more cows. Maybe it won't spawn sheep. It might not. We're definitely getting cows. Cows. Oh, there. Holy cow. Holy cow. Okay. All right. So, there we have it. This is very interesting. Let me just say, I've never gotten to this point with bees, but this seems really overpowered. Just saying. But I guess the amount of work that we've put in to bees, maybe it should be overpowered a little bit. Am I right? Okay. So we're going to leave that for now as is. That is crazy ridiculous. So we can do pigs, we can do everything. And I'm thinking setting up culinary generators based off bees to basically fuel all of our industrial apiaries and everything, and alvearies and whatnot. I have no clue. Is an alveary even worth it at this point in time? I'm not too sure. Anyways, let me double check the time on this video. I know we've been going a little bee crazy, but let me double check and then we can see what happens from there. Alright, so yeah, we are at wrapping up point, well over. We're about 30 minutes, which is usually the time I strive for, somewhere in that range. So this is crazy. Maybe we can do something with this. And I also want to get started on some of the Thaumcraft stuff as well. So a little bit more work to do over in Witchery and whatnot. But yeah, crazy ridiculous. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you guys so much. And have a fantastic day.